This is an exclusive interview with Franco Bonghan. He is the executive director of Bright Light Project, and he's just going to share a little bit of experience that he had today at the high-level political forum at the UN headquarters, New York, New York. Hi, Franco. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Lily.
How was your day?
Always a pleasure being here. I had a meeting in the morning at the UNICEF building. That meeting was about children in armed conflict and what are some of the initiatives globally that we're taking to try to, provide social protections for such children. In the room were mostly kids from the United States, and I made a point there and I said, it's so unfortunate that the kids that we're talking about who need protection will never have an opportunity to sit in rooms like this, right? And that the ones who are here in this room only read about the kids who need protection, from pictures that they see from television, right? So there is a need for localization, of efforts. The development triggers from the bottom to the top, right? You see, most of the times we do not engage stakeholders in these communities where we go to. What we need is partnership. What we need is a sustained partnership. Because most of the time when we go to these communities, we go there with ready-made solutions. What we think is good for them, but not what they are telling us is good for them. But if we approach it from a partnership standpoint, then we can sit down with them on their kitchen tables and talk to them and find out what is it that they're going through and find common solutions and how we can make them work. For example, each time my experience traveling in the villages in Guinea-Conakry, in Sierra Leone, in Liberia, in Cameroon, in those villages you will always see pipe-borne water that was built by an international organization. And they will tell you, oh, but they are still going to take water from the streams. So you ask yourself, what is the issue here? The problem was there was never a local knowledge transfer to the villagers so they can know how to maintain those water wells. It's all about maintenance.
Right. And accountability, don't you think if they were accountable to, say, build the wells or repair it, it would last longer. Exactly. And they won't wait for the NGOs to always come back and fix it because they never come back.
Because exactly.
Like you say, that it's all stems with education.
Again, is that lack of partnership because we fail to engage the local people because we do not think that they have anything constructive to bring to the table. That is not true. If we stand and use local materials, we do local knowledge transfer, right? And then we have community vigilantes who can maintain these wells. It will go a long way. But most of the times what we want to do, we want to represent numbers. That we have presented water in this village. It will provide pipe-borne water for 5,000 people. And we put that on our books to justify our expenditure. But we never think about it. How can this translate to community resilience in the way that this community in the long run can have a sustainable livelihood from such water wells? So it translates to so many other parts of our intervention. When it comes to social protection, let's approach social protection from a partnership standpoint. Okay, let's talk to the people. Let's find common solutions together. Because most of the time when we bring these ready-made solutions, they are good for the moment, but tomorrow we find ourselves in these same situations.
And they're not sustainable.
They're not sustainable. So every year we come to these meetings, we come to posh hotels, and we look good, we speak grammar, we present these lofty ideas. At the end of the day, when we go back, there is no international architecture that provides the local framework at a local level to be able to engage, monitor the impact of these solutions that we're giving year after year. And that's why since independence 1960, there has been the cartel of NGOs pouring billions of dollars into Africa year in, year out. But the poverty is increasing and the destitution is increasing. We need a shift, and that shift has to come through partnership, localization, impact-driven, and accountability.
Thank you so much for that insightful, thought-provoking analysis.